I'm doing this, or what I'm doing here, is I'm picking a drill bit to pre-drill for these screws, paying attention to the size of the bit itself. Now I want the drill bit to be the size essentially of the shank of this screw, and a little bit small here. That way when I pre-drill, the threads will still in between 3/16 and 1/4 inch. I gotta go digging a little deeper. Bear with me.
I smell the beauty in the garbage, amen. I think it smells kinda sweet like a garden. Roses, God, I love him. Do you get lonely? Do you get Here's a dry wet. Here's real clear, but I can't catch my breath. I see my love at the trees, and do I need a night test? I wonder if my boyfriend thinks about my death.
Okay, it is assembled somewhat. There's a few things in it I'm not liking so far, but I do have the ability to make some minor adjustments. I don't know why I've got a bit of a gap here. I'm going to have a look at it and see. I do have a little bit of a bow down there, and it could just be because it's sitting on this table. Could be because it's years and years and years of sitting in a certain position, weighted down, that the bottom has this little wow to it. So I'm going to try to set it down on some stuff overnight and see if that changes it. You may also notice that this one is missing. Well, that's because as I was grabbing it, that's probably part of the damage from when the whole thing fell on me. Not on me, but fell over. I did damage it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that dowel in there, glue it, and I think I can glue it and just sort of clamp it tight with the dowel in there, and I believe I'll be able to get it pressed out. Otherwise I'll have to cut another one out of the multitude of material I still have left. But first I'll just try that easy quick fix. I'm calling it a night anyways, other than just setting this thing down and seeing if I put a bit of a wedge under that, if that takes the smile out that's just in this one spot when I look down it. And then hopefully with that, I can get rid of this small gap here. The other issue could be that maybe this is just a touch too long. I'll take some measurements too off camera. If that's the case, what I'll end up doing is just recutting this on the saw, real easy. That'll bring that down to what I need. Actually, that's probably the more likely thing that's going on right now, because that little wow doesn't look as big as this gap when I eyeball it up. Anyways, I will take some measurements there, and I will do some adjustments accordingly off camera, and I'll fill you in on what ended up being the problem and how I fixed it when I come back. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.